Year 3. Today we're going to be adding near doubles, numbers that are nearly doubles. We'll get to that in a second. First of all, I wanted to have a recap of what we've done in our last 2 lessons, just as a reminder of the methods. It's really important we remember this method. So I've got 2 numbers on the board here and 2 numbers on the board on this side. 87 and 56. I'd like you to try and double those numbers using that method we have been practicing a couple of lessons ago. And then I'd like you to try and halve 96 and 52. Again, using that same method we would have practiced last lesson for halving numbers. So 2 numbers to double and 2 numbers to try and halve. Remember, quick reminder, partition the numbers to start with. That might remind you of that method we have been practicing. Again, some of these you might be able to do in your head, but I think it's really important you get used to using the method, especially when it comes to bigger numbers. So pause the video and see if you can answer any of these 4 questions, and this will help you with today's work as well. Now I can put the answers onto my board. Welcome back, Year 3. Well done if you managed to complete any of those questions. Let me just run through the answers. 87, we partition into 80 and 7. We double both parts, which is 160 and 14. And then we add those numbers together and we get 174. Remember, if you know what double 8 is, you know what double 80 is. Don't forget that. That's just a pattern with the numbers. There are lots of patterns with numbers. 56, we partition it to 50 and 6. Double 50, we know is 100. Double 6 is 12. Add them together, 112. This also gets some people practicing how to write larger numbers as well. Because every so often people may have a little bit of a blank and may end up writing something like this for 112. But hopefully everyone remembered 112. They got those numbers in the right places and they were able to write a 3-digit number. And then we were halving numbers on the other side of the board. 96, we partition to 90 and 6. Half of 90 is 45, half of 6 is 3. Add them together, 48. And finally, 52, we partition to 50 and 2. Half of 50 is 25. Half of 2 is 1, add them together is 26. Well done if you remembered that method and you got any of those answers correct. Well done. So today we're adding numbers that are nearly doubles. They're not doubles of each other, but they're numbers that are very close together. And we might be able to use our understanding of doubling to help answer those questions. I've got 2 on the board here, questions. Let's just talk through these to start with. 13 add 14. Now, I know lots of you could do this in your head, or you could just do column addition and you'd get the right answer, which is great, especially if you remember you can apply those methods. But as we're talking about doubles, we're going to try and double one of these numbers. So 13 add 14. Hopefully, we know that if we double 13 and then add 1, we'll still get that same answer. We can double this number, because 13 and 13 is very close to doing 13 add 14, and then just add the extra 1 after. So you may be able to answer it just in your head, which is great if you can. I don't mind seeing people use column addition, because it shows you understand the method and you can apply it. But as we're talking about doubling today, you might be able to double one of the numbers. Remember using this method that we've practiced, partitioning. So if I double 13, I get 26, but then I know that I still need to add 1 more because this number was 14. So I can add 1 and get 27. Sorry, my writing went quite small there, I ran out of space. So hopefully we can use our understanding of doubling numbers to solve some of these questions. They will get slightly bigger as well. 26 add 27. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to double 26. So I'm going to do 26 add 26, not 26 add 27. I've still got to always remember I've got 1 number to add on after. I'm going to double 26, again, using this same method that we have practiced lots. Partitioning, doubling, and then adding back together. So I've got 52. I still have to remember to always add the extra number each time. It might be more than one that you're adding sometimes. There won't always be numbers that are right next to each other. They could be 2 apart or 3 apart. But you can still use doubling to help get the answer. 53. I have some word problems now, but it's still using doubling. James has £36. He earns another £37. How much does he have? How could I use doubling to help answer that question? You may want to pause the video for a second. In fact, I think we should pause the video and to see if you can work out which number you can double or how you can get that correct answer. Let me read it one more time. So James has £36 and he earns another £37. How much does he have now? I'm going to pause my video and I'm going to put my answer on the board. We'll see if we've worked out the same way. Welcome back, Year 3. What I decided to do was I doubled 36 and just made sure I remembered to add an extra 1 after, because this number is 37, not 36. So I doubled 36 using this method and got 72. And then I remembered to add my extra 1 after, and my answer was 73. The next one, add together 97 and 99. Again, you're probably thinking of different methods you could use to get this answer, but can you use doubling? Can you find a way of using your understanding of doubling to work out this answer? I'm going to do it my way on the board, so you can pause the video and see if we end up using the same method. So pause the video, see if you can find the answer to add together 97 and 99. And can you use doubling to help you? Welcome back, Year 3. This was a little bit trickier because these numbers were 2 numbers apart. But what I did was I doubled 97, and you can see that on the board, and I got 194. But then, instead of adding 1, I added 2, because 99 is 2 more than 97. So I added 2 more, so my answer was 196. Well done if you got those answers correct, and very well done if you used doubling to help get those answers. As today's lesson is adding numbers that are nearly doubles of each other. Just down at the bottom of my screen, I've got the activities for today. Unfortunately, my printer's ran out of ink today, so I can't print the worksheets out, but there are 2 worksheets. The first one has just lots of number sentences like this, and they start with slightly smaller numbers. So begin with that worksheet. If you finish that, I have got a second worksheet which has word problems on with larger numbers that are nearly doubles. So you can have a go at that, or you can go on to My Maths and complete the number and doubles activity. I think it says number and doubles 3 and number and doubles 4. So there are 2 activities that involve number and doubling. So you can have a go at those activities if you have time. Lots to get on with today. And as always, I'll be on Google Meet if you need any help. Thank you, Year 3.